This is the Peter Channel in Norton, Massachusetts, serving Bristol County, southeast of Massachusetts, around the world. And it's time now for the morning news of the stories of Friday, June 26, 2026. It's 7:55 a.m. and the Norton temperature standing at 65 degrees and butterfly skies. Here are the headlines. Top story at 7:55 a.m. is Homa's traffic flows despite ship attack has Iran fights to keep its grip on key trade route. Supreme Court adds Trump major victories on his immigration agenda. Venezuela earthquakes and rescue teams arrive at 2:35. Confirmed dead so far. House and Board votes to freeze New York Mets and victory for Mamdani. Sloppy Yankees losing again with Boston Red Sox beat the Yankees 6-3. Ex-NOA employees recreate a valuable carbon data site shut down by Trump. Christian Pulisic subs on as U.S. loses 3-2 on Turkey on last kick. U.S. completes World Cup group stage knockouts hard partners will be taking on Bosnia-Herzegovina in San Francisco at 6 o'clock. Lionel Richie postponed Chicago concert after health scare at Minnesota show. I hope he's okay. A Seoul court on Friday sentenced former First Lady Kim Kyung-hee to 7 years in prison for taking expensive gifts in return for job performance and business favors. Unification Minister calls for moving away from denuclearization first policy for North Korea. South Korea to trade 500,000 drone warriors and new military state strategy. In Seoul, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un tests a new weapons as part of the bolster inter-Korean border firepower state by the media reported on Friday. Authorities in Nova Canada on Thursday confirmed that 3 people are dead after a plane crashed in the Northwest Territories the night prior. Florida Governor DeSantis announces closure of alligator Alcatraz. Mansfield Mayor encourages student staff scourge kindness with visit from social media creator Stephen Free Lando as it was a special day for a class of 5th graders at Heights Elementary School in Chernwinnet. Inspired young social media creator visited the school. Tottenham of its own water fire with live entertainment, food, and more. Brockton students fight the self-gun violence, feeling normal. New edition of Marshfield, Harbor Master to fates hit the water. Taylor gets stopped now up 71.72 at 51, 920.62, S&P 500 73 cents at 73.57.49. Nasdaq down 118.03 at 25.358.60. And now looking at the travel watch at take a look at Sports at 7:58. The number will come back to Ecuador 2, Germany 1. Quarter 2, Crackers nothing. Sweden, Japan 1-1 tied. Netherlands 3, Tunisia 1, and Austria, Paraguay scoreless tie. In other Major League Baseball action, it was Tampa Bay Rays 13, Kansas City Royals 2, Pittsburgh Pirates 5, Seattle Mariners 1, Athletics 9, Samson Giants 6, Cincy, Houston Astros 2, Detroit Tigers 1, Phillies 10, Washington Nationals 5, Texas Rangers 6, Toronto Blue Jays 5, Chicago Cubs 4, New York Mets 3 and 10 and 8. WNBA action, Toronto Raptors 125, LA Sparks 97, Las Vegas 99, Dallas Wings 84, the Seahawks Storm 99, New York Liberty 88. Plus, X7 Turkey beat U.S. last kick and Argentina's soccer system right child into life. Hodge calls critics of lost penny U.S. 1 group. Serena draws by Joy 20 and Wimbledon opener. Mavericks was 53 to time when WNBA scored market Clippers Steph. The going up for Arbor next season is Williams back to the Suns for 3 years and $38 million. Peter Children's time, 8 a.m. Time now for 12 watch. Beep beep! On the MTA Blue Line, Children placed in service between Wonderland and 489. Stood a problem with the overhead wire near Weir Beach. As may also use the East Boston Ferry for alternate service. Hingham Hall Ferry to the vessel substitution. Some trips for the F2H. Hingham Hall will depart for the alternate location. Long Wharf North. Some trips are set to 5-10 minute delay. Dock press will be available to provide guidance. Fitchburg Line train 406, 6:15 a.m. from Rochester, operating 5:50 minutes past schedule between West Concord and North Station. On Friday, June 26th, the World Cup match schedule will be in effect for all South Station Commuter Rail lines. And West Line train 5:45 a.m. from Worcester is operating 5:50 minutes past schedule between Westport and South Station. On Friday, June 26th, Franklin Fox Line service will be suspended. Shuttle bus places service between Foot Park 195 Walpole to connect with Province Line service at Canton Junction. There will be no regular train service to Foxborough. Haven Line train 209, 5:55 a.m. from North Station is operating 5:50 minutes past schedule between Wakefield and Havel. And Haven Line train 212, 6:12 a.m. from Havel is operating 5:50 minutes past schedule between North Wilmington and North Station. On Friday, June 26th, a welcome match schedule will be infected. On the Providence Stoughton Line, shuttle service between Stoughton and Canton Junction, the Providence Line train 820, 702 from Wickman Junction, operating 5:50 minutes past schedule between Wickman Junction and South Station. Rain expected tomorrow, Friday, June 26th, umbrellas are not permitted on trains and stations. And the city of Mid. Ponchos will be available. 95 stop on side. Expected between Protect out of Providence. 146 expected around Route 95 and downtown Providence. 6 Tech Connect to the limits open for Route 95 and downtown Providence at northbound side. 195 eastbound also between 95 Washington Bridge. 195 westbound also between East Providence Stretch. 95 7 also at 285 and work and 285 expected by work 95. A little bit over for Route 4 in. Work in North Kingstown. 138 westbound side expected by the Jamestown Bridge. 25 7 also at Route 6 board bridge to the south side. A little bit so Route 3 7 also Route 6 in Sagamore. Route 6 eastbound also at Harvard Stretch. 24 northbound side. A little bit so at Route 148 Taunton. Route 148 the northbound side also at Taunton Stretch. 95 northbound side. Expect between 152 and northbound side. Route 485 in Mansfield. And then slower at Route 128 Cat Stretch. Route 1 7 go between Redford and 109 95 insured via the Foxborough Stretch. 24 expect up around Route 139 Red Off. Route 3 7 also at the B Street in Hingham. 7 Expressway expect up around the Dorchester area over down to Braintree. 7 Expressway expect between Milton over down to Dorchester. Pike westbound side. A little bit over between Lower Brooktown and South Boston. 7 tells low count tells looking good. Route 1 expect between Chelsea and Charlestown. An accident intimidated Neil Tunnel just before Route 1, so expect delays. 93 happened also between Bella and further west down to Boston. 93 at the northbound side, back between Stoner down Route 128 and Reddit. 128 northbound side, also the PB stretch. 127 is back between Linfield and down to Lexington. Route 37 is back between the Millbecker stretch. 29 eastbound also Route 146 and Route 9 in Worcester. And Route 21 is back to Route 5 in Hartford. 84 eastbound also Route 91 in East Hartford area. And 84 eastbound also at 691 in Southampton, Connecticut. 84 westbound is back between separated and Newtown, Connecticut. Red Park rates back between Trumbull down to New Canaan. 95 7 also at Bridgeport over down to Greenwich and up in Dover, New England. Sponsored turnback is back to Dover, New Hampshire. Peter Children's time, 8:04. Time now for some weather on this Friday morning. It is a wet start to your morning, a damp start to your morning. As we got the heaviest rain now in line from Plymouth all the way up to the Framingham and Newton quarter. Some heaviest bands rain from Hanson Whitman all the way up in the Norwood Denham area and a heavy band rain around Weston. Showers this morning anticipated in the midday that acid thunderstorms possible. After the details, the showers steadily followed by a warmer and dry trend that carries into the next weekend. Warm humid midweek all along with showers towards the second half of the next week. Dry weather month today before the risk of scattered showers, a few thunderstorms, but towards the end of the Friday, showers across the southern Wiggins this morning as a warm front lifted off in the southern Wiggins, New Hampshire, but there's not been much in the way of lightning flashes with those showers this morning, but some areas can see locally heavy rainfall. Winds have shifted more southerly as a result of the warm front, and dew points will continue to confidence. 67 in front today as a result of maybe feel humid outside today, outside of showers and storms that may concern rains. Focus on possible storms this time of the evening. The stronger surface low further risk will be the prime one shifted to Quebec where that's cold front approach some of the week of the day. Guidance has continued to favor strong but effective bulk. Shear between 40 and 50 knots fat this afternoon visibility. Generally around 1,500 JKG of ML Cape is favored around the Cape's fat. This afternoon, Immune Cape reached 2,000 JKG in some spots over central and western Massachusetts. The shear and the marginal instability combined with the force and that will come with the aforementioned low cold front could aid in the development of isolated storms. This have kept somewhat favored central and eastern Massachusetts more regarding storms development, but exact areas cannot be nailed on. Thus, these likely be very severe coverage and the risk of turning severe as threatened nationally with the latest updates with the majority region now. No longer a marginal risk, however, so given a strong wind field off. Some storms development temperature winds gusts cannot be completely ruled out. Showers Saturday followed by a warm and dry trend towards the carrier into the next weekend. Low pressure moving over the cold front expected to track to our south side today. However, some guidance that continue to show some discrepancies regarding how far northern showers may reach and some showers associated with this rain are more likely to scrape along the southwest of the Cape out, but they are not expected to be very significant at this time. So you're seeing them guidance pull back and turn the showers most southern region. But Canadian European guidance still to get some showers reaching the wall to the run out and connected to the mass pack, and NEFS guidance has also turned more downwards parts north to the south coast while with the mid-level moisture aside. The showers start dry weather expected to return ahead of the start of the next week as the high pressure associated with a amplified upper level wind moves into the southern week. Weather trend also kicks off. But it started in the work week into the week midweek hour. Details of just how warm it may again are still uncertain this time. The outlook for hazardous temperatures next week shift to more a slight 20 to 40% to moderate 46% for some of the week would be something to continue to monitor. Warm and humid midweek along with the risk of shots toward the second half of the next weekend. During the previous message, the risk of hazardous temperatures over some of the weekend has trended a bit for midweek next weekend. So humidity ticks up as a warm over humid air mass moves in a short wave. Our two main rolls in the eastern side of the upper level ridge, which may bring some unsettled weather for midweek and locations specific and defined time of day. Details are not yet known. The latest guidance is pointed towards the sometime between Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, forecast goes like this. Is a call first. Shots like made before 11 a.m. Puck says comments. 79 degrees, light southeast wind coming. Stop and find it down in the morning. Just make sure 70% new pitch less than 7 inch possible. Take. Check the shots made between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. Punch fog after 5 p.m. But west. Increase count about 61 degrees and suffer about 5 bar coming to DVD. Just make sure 30% of new rip match of less than 7 inch possible. So if you're going to the non-Venice Capsule Carnival, night 2 at the Yale School, it's going to be perfect weather for it, but just be on the lookout for some spotty showers. Saturday be mostly clouds coming. 78 to 59 degrees should be good for the third day of the Carnival and Founders Day in Norton. Sunday, last day of the Carnival, will be mostly clouds coming. 83 to 62 degrees, calm wind given northeast wind 5 miles per hour in the afternoon. Monday, the call for Sunday warm up at 86 to 62 degrees, calm wind given north wind 5 miles per hour just in the afternoon. For Tuesday, most of the south kind of check the shots later today. Tuesday, about 86 to 65 degrees, calm wind given south wind 5 8 miles per hour in the afternoon. For Wednesday, check the shots but the south kind of 88 low 68 degrees and light and variable wind coming east wind 5 8 miles per hour in the morning. Just make sure 30%. And Thursday, mostly sunny and hot, about 92 degrees and western about 3 to 8 miles an hour. Right now, it is 65 degrees of light rain. And that's going to be it for our water report on this June 28th, 2026 on a Friday. Pierre J. What do you say? Have a good one. Stay safe. Be well. Have a good day and good morning.